Yeah. See that? That's way more accurate. So I don't know if it's because the thermostat in the back is in the sun a little bit or what, but it's kind of frustrating, man. That thing's like brand new. Well, normally I'd have myself some eggs, sausage, and some cilantro, but Miss Rae made banana bread. So I'm gonna sit out here and watch a little sermon, enjoy some banana bread. I'll see you guys in a bit. Wait. That's where it's at. It's chilly out here, but about 45 to 60 degrees where I live, man. That's my comfort zone, 45 to 60. BEA, beautiful. What's going on? It's been about an hour, 2 hours, maybe two. Old Phineas is up there in the corral. So I'm gonna see, hang on, do I have a bowl of this cowboy? I sure do. Where's a bucket? Come on, you know we got a bucket. We got buckets all over the place. Change of mind. We're just gonna drive up there. Finn, as you guys know, is our steer that is next in line. And he has reached a point where feeding him will be more, it'll cost a lot. And we'll have to be more careful with his diet because they can get fatter, they can get unhealthy. And you could potentially make a steer that you've raised properly on hay and grass and grain pretty much just worth ground beef. Like the steaks won't be, you gotta be real careful, especially with longhorns because it's a lean meat. So Finn has reached a point where we need to process him. He's over 3 years old, but he's also reached a point where he can jump our fence. And our fence, 4-foot field fence or 6 strands of barbed wire, and he's jumping them both. He's jumping our cattle gates too. Not the green air equipped panels, but he's jumping the cattle gates. What do you say, cows? So this is him, right? I mean, no wonder he can jump it. Look at him. Look at him. Looks like a giant deer. What's up, buddy? How'd you get in there? How'd you get in there, huh? So I'm gonna see if I can get him over here. I mean, look how tall he is compared to everybody else. That's quite a bit, man. But what I like to do, and I've done it with the Baldies, I've done it with Frank. We didn't really do it with CJ. He was another steer we had, but he wasn't near as big. And it just wasn't worth it with CJ, to be honest. And then we did it with Frank. Did I say Frank? I like to finish them on this grain that's, this is actually 14%, because that's all they had the day I went there. I actually prefer the 20%, which is a lot richer. And I want to finish this old boy out on this grain. But if he's not going to stay in this 5 acres, we're going to have to feed him in these panels. He's getting smart too. See, he's not even walking over here. He don't want nothing to do with it. He's pretty food driven. Come here, bub. Come here. Come on, right here, buddy. I want to. Go. Nope. Nope. Is that good, buddy? Is that good? I mean, he's just huge, man. They're not going to be real happy about it, but I got to keep them out. I would actually like to get around him and open this gate. I'm opening this so Finn can come through when he's done. But listen, you and I don't see eye to eye, basically because of what you're doing right there. But I would not go in there. I wouldn't. But you do you. Oh, taters. I wouldn't, buddy. I wouldn't, buddy. Tater's just gonna give him a little mouth to mouth. What I want, Taters has had that before. What I want to do is put it in that bucket over there. Whew. So just a little comparison for you. Last year when we weighed this, right about here was 16 pounds, but we were only trying to feed out Frank, and we weren't worried about Taters eating as much because he was born in February of last year of 24. So we were really just wanting Frank to get up. Anyway, last year, right about here weighed 16 pounds. Like I actually went in and checked it on my scale. So this is probably more like 20 pounds. So what I want to do, watch out, bub. Watch out, bub. Watch out. See, Taters is all right. Plus he doesn't have horns. We'll let them eat that. The donkeys, I don't think will be able to get in there. I'm gonna try and run them out here. But ideally, my goal is gonna be to keep Finn in here because he's gonna associate this feed with this pen. And trust me, he's gonna love this stuff. Can I have that? Can I have that? Come here, bub. Come on. Finn, woo! That didn't take long. I didn't even get the camera rolling. Sorry about it. Yeah, he came barreling right through. We'll see if he shares too. Come on, donks. Come here, you guys can lick this stuff right here. Good morning, Lucy. Good morning. I don't have the food, so she's not interested. This is now what we want. And by the way, after reviewing the cameras, we figured out this gate was not latched, it was wide open. So Finn was able to walk in here, jump this gate, and then he jumped the fence right over there. And that's how Finn got back in the 20 acres. I'm hoping, if we remember, I know why I left this open, because I wasn't thinking he would jump over that. I had no idea he'd jump over this, but that's what he did. So we're gonna see. No, you guys are gonna go in there. Yeah, you're gonna go in there. Here, you wanna go in there? Come here, you need to move this way. Woo! So we'll wait on them to go through there. They can't get that off the ground, but that's kind of the idea. I do not want those donkeys eating much of that grain. That's real unhealthy for them. What do you say, buddy? What do you say? Taters, are we still with the manners? Taters. Golly, son. I got to be real careful here because MJ he knows he can't go towards Finn. Finn will take him out. So you got to be real careful. But I would love for MJ to make it to the size of Finn. But man, he is just an ornery little cuss. You can see the difference in these two here. Now Finn's 3.5 years old, but these two are basically the exact same age. He was March 5th. G-Dub tells me he was in about the middle of February. That's the difference right there. But these guys, honestly, there needs to be probably 25 pounds of feed in here every day for these guys. Careful, look at him. He's posturing up. I can see it out of the corner of my eye. And if he gets to be a problem, I'll stick him back in there with the girls because they won't put up with it. You got to remember, he got Taters pretty good last year. Got him in the neck in a couple spots. Now their skin is like 10 times thicker than ours, probably more. But nonetheless, I don't want Taters getting that abuse because Finn won't do it. Finn will just eat, Taters will submit. But MJ will literally just stab Taters for no reason. But that's an 8-foot trough, just so we're clear. And that's how well Finn fits in an 8-foot trough. He's got to stay on this finisher food. I at least want 30 days out of it. It just makes a difference. So my first 2 steers, the 2 Baldies we had, that's an Angus Holstein cross. No. The Baldies were the second ones. The Angus Holstein crosses, I pretty much raised on grass. I mean, they were in an 8-acre pasture we leased from the neighbor across from my mom and dad. And those were some grass-fed, virtually grass-finished. Like, I couldn't even afford cubes back then. That's why they had to be on the grass. They basically got all grass their entire lives, and it was a lean meat. I mean, really lean, like chewy lean. It was right when I met Ray. Like literally, I think I took him to the processor in November of 21 and met Ray in December of 21. So like that, we literally went down there to get the steers together, and down to Mays County. And yeah, it was good food. It was good meat. It's my first 2 steers ever. I loved it. But Rae was like, I think I need a little more fat. No, no. She was like, I think I need a little more fat in the meat. So Longhorn's being naturally lean, that's what I want to do, is take him and get him to eat like, 12 pounds of this stuff a day for the next 60 days. There's a good view of the horns. We're every bit of 6 feet across. Pretty impressive. One of these days we will keep a steer, just grow it out, just a Longhorn steer. It won't be MJ, but we will keep a steer that we just grow out and see how long we can. Right now, I just can't support it with the pastures that I have. You know what I mean? Like, we have a lot of trees. So to keep feeding Finn and to keep him growing at a rate that's healthy and feeding him what he needs, I just can't do it with these pastures. And I can hay him a lot, but it's just not the same when they start getting 3.5, 4 years old. They've really got to have that good grass plus a grain diet, and you've really got to stay on top of it. It's not that it's too expensive. I just don't have the pasture for it. So one of these days we will. Like my next move, I know we talked about a pond. I've mentioned this before. You guys have asked for updates. I don't mean to drag on and on and on. But if I had pond money, it would go right in there. And that's what we're working towards next. I want to send my dozer in that 20 acres and just turn him loose for 3 or 4 days. I don't care how many brush piles I wind up with. I'll have him put them more in the middle than he did our previous brush piles. And we'll burn them as soon as he's done, pretty much. But Lucy, she's the resident gate opener, man. She ain't scared of it. She'll lift that chain. The chain always has to be on the inside with Lucy. It can't open to the outside. I'm gonna teach him your trick. You ready? So when you latch these, you have to hang this to the inside opposite the donkeys. If you hang it in there, Lucy will pick this up and just drop it right over, and then she'll open your gate, won't you? You guys had a little bit of that cattle crack, didn't you? You had a little booger sugar. Yep, sure did. The yellow snuff. They want in here just because they feel like they're trapped. They can't go that way right now either. But if I open that, all the cows will be in here. And I'd rather the cows walk away and get bored here in a minute, and then we'll turn the donkeys out. Well, we got the donkeys out. But now June and Tipsy and Blue have tried to take over the bucket, take over the bowl. So we're just gonna give them their space before we go back in there. They'll get bored and walk out here in a second. What do you say, bub? They're all real curious what Finn's got over there. What are you doing, sister? If you'd vacate that area, I can close this off and everybody can calm down. Don't make me get the fly spray now. Don't make me get the fly spray. Come on. Come on. She knows. Blue, I'm gonna take your temperature. I'm gonna take your temperature. I'm gonna take your temperature, Blue. Oh, he can't. He won't go that way because of Tipsy. Hi. Come on, back here. Turn. Turn. Attaboy. Get over there with Mom. Annie, can you just explain to me what your sister's doing? Yeah, we'll see how long he stays in here. I hope it's long enough to get big. I got an appointment for him about the 1st of December to make sure we get him back by Christmas. We'll see. Finn County eats like taters. I don't get it, man. Frank used to like hoover that stuff, dude. He didn't drop an ounce of it. Nobody else can figure out how to eat it. He's looking thicker because he got his winter coat coming in. He's got a long ways to go. See, I don't think Taters ain't gonna put up with it. When he was younger and he first got here last year, he didn't really have a choice, but I don't think he'll give in to MJ. Finn certainly isn't. Not exactly sure what June's cleaning over there, but you talk about mom of the year. Woo! You guys have heard of spit bath? That's a sh bath. Come here. I have a theory too that Finn may have not known that there's water down there by the chicken coop, and he may have tried to drink out of this one, which of course is empty because it's got a hole in it. And he couldn't get water, so maybe that's why he jumped. So we'll see, but I'm gonna rinse this out and fill it up. That way there's water actually in 2 spots. So I think these are like 110 gallons. So there'll be 200 gallons a day for 3 steers. There we go. That's better. Phineas. Woo! Come here, buddy. Come here. Like I said, I have a theory that maybe he just got thirsty and didn't know where the water was. He was thirsty, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know he's a steer. That's really noisy. I know he's a steer, but he got thirsty. I guess maybe he fell into the thirst trap, right? Taters. He's over there licking the bowl clean. Ain't no dishes in the sink when Tater's around, man. They're already clean when he's done. Yours, mine, his, hers. There's no way you can eat that dry, powdery food and not be thirsty, brother. Well, that's fine. I'm sure, I know that's what you're trying to tell everybody. Get a drink. We all know you're thirsty, and now you know it's here. So now I know if you jump, it's because you got thirst trapped. It ain't because you're thirsty. Yep. He's pretty upset right now. He's a good boy, but he's pretty frustrated. I don't think you guys can hear it, but we can hear Taters licking the bowl. You're fine. And I know you're not afraid to drink out of that because I've seen you drink out of a bucket. You put your big old 10-gallon head inside a 5-gallon bucket. So I know you're not afraid to fit in there. Is that how you pick your nose, dude? Woo! Isn't that painful? Isn't that painful? I ain't gonna pick it for you. What are you doing? I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. You do it. You do it. Yeah. You literally just ran a splinter. No, it's a piece of corn or something. Yeah. I thought you just ran a splinter right in the middle of your noggin. Silly boy. I know, you can huffy all you want. Look at the hair on the back of his neck. He all mad. Look at this though. This is why the fence don't matter. Yeah. Finn, just stay where you're at. Do you think you're hiding right now? Do you think we can't see you? Is that what you're doing? Silly boy. This way, see, I can't even plant trees in there until you're gone, Finn. I can't even plant trees in there until you're gone. That's not enough. What'd that little cedar tree do to you? Hey, come on now. Now wait, hang on. You got my barbed wire in there. Get your horn underneath there. Finn, quit being difficult. Don't be difficult. Know your role. Stay in your lane. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He just wait until we leave. I know he's gonna do it. Yeah, see, normally I can just scratch your noggin, but you're kind of frustrated, so you're not gonna let me. Like, I can do it, but you don't really want me to do it because you're protesting. Yep. Because you're protesting. Mm-hmm. Now you're gonna come over here and rush poor Taters. You had the trough to yourself with the water and you didn't take a drink. Taters comes and gets a drink. Now you want a drink. You want a drink. Finn, I'm gonna tell you something, brother. Stay in here. I don't want to move you to a pen every day. I don't want to do it. You got the cleanest water on the farm now, brother. All right, I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching, Finn, right there. I aimed it at the corral. I'm gonna see it this time. I know you can hear me. Your ears are back. All you cows are the same. Every one of you flip your ears back when you're listening. Phineas, I know. I know you're listening. I know you know your name. I know it all. Yep, you heard? Stay in here. Blue, I'm gonna need your eyes and ears. Keep them peeled. Watch him for me. Phineas. Well, if you're not going to eat my special food, just kind of shorten your trip to the process. I mean, golly, man. He knows. Hey. What are you doing? It's been like 30 minutes, guys. I literally went in and edited this video. I had about 33 minutes of footage. I edited out the uhs and ums and indigestion and wound up with a 28, 29 minute video. But like, he's clearing the fence. Like, I almost want to see it. You know what I mean? I want to watch him. I want to see him jump. I am. I want to get it on camera before he's gone. But he's not hurting it. None of the fences down. Yeah, they're all still locked. So the other day when he got over and I came out here and this pasture gate was unlocked, I was like, well, maybe I left him open. Maybe that's how he got through. Because jumping over right there, you're higher in this field than you are in this field, so it's easier to jump like that. But to get from this one over there, that's quite a jump. That's the one I want to see. I mean, I really do. I want to see it. Yeah, none of the fencing's down. Look at all of them. Where's Uncle Finn? Huh? Who's going to tattle? How's he doing it? How's he doing it, Lily? Houdini Finn. He's making it happen somehow. But look at him stand. Look at, he's down there acting like there's not hay in the pasture. There's more food in that pasture because there's only 3 steers on the same amount of hay. And there he sits. What a goober. Lucy, Lily, you got to talk to him. You got to talk to him. Hmm? How's he doing it, Luce? How's he doing it? Where is he doing it? That's what I want to know. Y'all are so sweet. You're so sweet. Here in like maybe, probably better be about a month. We might take you and see if you're bred. Yeah. We can bring Mom. You guys can both go. That'll be all right. Take you both, see if you're packing heat. Packing little dudes, little dudettes. I'd love another female out of one of you guys. Get up here. Come on. He knows. Come on. I mean, look how big he is. So he and Bunny were born like the exact same time. Yep. So this 26 on her tag, she was the 26th heifer or 26th calf of 22 over at Lone Rock. And he was the 22nd. No, he was the 9th calf of 22. So he was even higher. You're a stinker, bub. You're a stinker. I could tell though, it's not even a workout for him. It's not even a workout. It was nothing jumping that fence. Nothing to him. Man, Princess's dad been a lean old bull, man. It's Sunday and I don't work past noon. Here he comes, look. It's 12:01. I don't work past 12 on Sundays. So just come out and do a few chores. See, he's calmer in here. He likes it better. I tell you what too, I'm gonna keep feeding him that feed. We're just gonna pin him up like we did Frank, and because what I don't want to do, you know, this is his last month and a half, and I don't want him to be sad. I don't want him to be not with his buddies and his friends. I mean, you know, I want him to be content. Hi, bub. Hi, bub. Also don't want him teaching everybody else how to jump. He's a big old boy. This will be, I guarantee he'll be over 1,200. Guarantee it. Mark my words.